NecroDancer!
Hello everyone, I'm the Freeland King, and as you could see, I did not have a normal intro today. I didn't use my normal one because one of my favorite games of all time got a sequel. Came out a little bit ago. It may or may not have been, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Somehow didn't notice for the first 5 days, recorded a video and completely messed it up. So now I'm doing a bigger overview of it because I don't know what else to do instead. So I'm doing a bigger overview of it because, I don't know, it sounds fun. Anyway, Crypt of the NecroDancer. This game is amazing. I love it so much. But it's a completely different style of game, and I'm sure some people don't like it. I haven't seen anyone not like it because it doesn't have a huge fan base, but like, I'm sure someone doesn't like it because it's nothing like the original game. But I absolutely love it, so let's go through it and compare it to Crypt of the NecroDancer, the original game. Okay, so if you didn't know, Crypt of the NecroDancer is an awesome game, to say the least, but Crypt of the NecroDancer is a rhythm game, as you probably guessed, but unlike a lot of rhythm games, the rhythm game isn't like a Guitar Hero or something like that. It isn't like a normal rhythm game where there's like one specific thing and you tap buttons to do it. So, in Crypt of the NecroDancer, instead of making it a normal rhythm-like game where there's one specific thing you have to do and you have to tap the buttons and all that, instead, like they said in an interview once, that I couldn't find, I'm sorry, they said that instead of it being like a different rhythm game where you have one specific thing that you're trying to do, they wanted to give you more freedom and allow you to roam around and make different decisions and decide what you're doing instead of just pressing buttons to a specific beat. They made it, and because of that, they made this game. So, instead of just being a rhythm game, it's also a dungeon crawler hardcore roguelike. And it's great. As I said, it's my favorite game of all time. In the game, everything has a pattern, and you have to move to the beat of a song. So, it makes a rhythm game. And everything, as I said, has a pattern. Like, everything follows a specific pattern. It's not like a pathfinding thing, like, you're in this spot and go to the player. It moves in a specific way towards the player. For example, green slimes do nothing, blue slimes move up, stay there for a beat, down, stay there for a beat. Orange slimes, they actually look like yellow slimes, but the game calls them orange slimes, so whatever. Orange slimes move they move up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left. Skeletons move towards you every other beat, just directly at you. And there's so many other things, and some of them are super annoying, looking at you, Spider and Black Bat. So anyway, the goal is just to go through all the floors and not die. It's a roguelike, so that part was obvious. You just go through a bunch of floors and not die. That's like the goal of a roguelike. But also dying resets all your progress. It's extremely fun and very hard. Let me check Steam. Give me a sec. Okay, let's see how many people beat Zone 3. 15% of people beat Level 3. Less than half of people beat Level 1. Less than 25% beat Level 2. Less than 15 Level 4. And then a golden achievement is beat Zone 4. And Zone 4 isn't even the final zone if you have the DLC, and Zone 5 has less than 5% completion. There's also 19 characters to play, and yeah, it's really hard. Some of the characters are harder, some of the characters are easier, and others aren't. But anyway, the game is extremely hard, and in certain videos say I had the hardest platinum trophy on PlayStation, which is Coda. And you may or may not have seen it, but Coda's really, really hard. Allow me to quickly go through all of the very, definitely few mechanics. Coda. If you miss a beat, you die. If you take damage, you die. If you touch coins, you die. Everything is at double speed, which makes you die faster. And all songs are randomized for the funny. I can't even beat Coda, and you don't want to know how hard getting the footage for Coda was. Like, genuinely, It took me so many attempts to live long enough to kill an enemy to die to coins. If you care, go Google, like, Coda percent or something. It's horrible. So Rift of the NecroDancer is absolutely amazing. Rift of the NecroDancer is a Guitar Hero clone. Instead of just beats you play, it's a bunch of enemies that you fight. So basically there's enemies on, the guitar, and you press different buttons to attack certain spaces at different times. It's great, and of course some enemies are pretty easy, and others are just stupid and not even fun anymore. So it came out on February 5th, 2025, and been extremely long awaited, and I'm definitely not late to the party. I've been playing a lot of it, and I beat it a bit ago. I've beaten all the levels in the game, and even figured out a bug. Figured out that if you beat Super Meat Boy levels before the secret levels, once you beat the game, then you just don't have to do those in order to get the achievement for beating every single level in the game. That was kind of funny. So anyway, unlike Crypt of the NecroDancer, it's hugely story-based. In the original, the only bit of story was like, when you first open the game, it's like, haha, here's some lore. Just like, yeah, there's a person, and they're going into a crypt. Then, at the end, every time you beat an area, it gives you a little bit of lore, and once you beat it all, it's like a little bit more lore. And then, you unlock 2 more characters that also have lore, and then if you buy the DLC, you get another character with a bit of lore. But Rift of the NecroDancer is like all story. Like half of the levels in the story mode are story, like just talking, and it's awesome. I love it, and it shows off all of the characters. Like all of the characters last time are just like, yep, I'm here, and like I am a fan of Reaper. Reaper is a cool, and guess what? They in the original game, Reaper is kind of just there. It's not part of the DLC. It's unlocked from the beginning. You don't unlock it from doing anything. You literally just unlock. You open the game and Reaper is sitting there with no alternate skins, without mods. However, in the new one, Suzu and I'm not going to go over all of it, but Suzu and Reaper, they give them an entire story, and it's great. Basically, they take meaningless parts of the game and throw story at it. And they, like, show the characters actually interacting, and I love it. And also, they made the final boss guy who works at McDonald's. They made the NecroDancer, like, the guy in the name of the series, work at McDonald's. And he's still the final boss, and it's awesome. So, you remember how I was talking about Coda earlier, and how it randomizes the songs just for fun? Well, in this game, there is a remix mode and a daily challenge, but what's special about them is, guess what? All of the beats are the same, but because the beats don't have to be the same enemies, all the beats are the same, but the enemies are completely different, and I love it. Okay, so my opinion on the game is, so the game should be treated very differently from Crypt, and if you like Crypt of the NecroDancer, that doesn't mean you're gonna like Rift of the NecroDancer, and if you like Rift of the NecroDancer, that doesn't mean you're gonna like Crypt of the NecroDancer. Unless you like the music, in which of course you're gonna like both. But also, if you are a fan of rhythm games, well, Rift of the NecroDancer is gonna be awesome for you. But Crypt probably won't be. So you should definitely treat them completely differently, unless you're talking about story or music. But I love it. It's absolutely amazing. I love the music, I love the rhythm, I love the story, I love the gameplay, I love all of it. And I obviously love the entire 2 games. But don't go in expecting Crypt of the NecroDancer 2. My hopes for Rift of the NecroDancer, there's really only one thing I want, and that is character returns. I'm not sad that Chaunter didn't make it in the game. If you're sad that Chaunter didn't make it into Crypt of the NecroDancer, then you're awesome, because Chaunter is very cool. So, there are a few characters I want to return, but there are quite a few characters that I would like to make an appearance. First off, Melody and Aria. I know they probably died because they broke the loot, but also, Suzu repaired the loot, and that apparently revived the NecroDancer, so why wouldn't it also revive Melody and Aria? because they were both revived by the loot. Huh? Anyway, next up, I think I'd like to hear a bit more about Tempo. Like Clarinetta, whatever, sure, it'd be funny. Chaucer, the funny ghost boy. Diamond, Bolt, Ball, Monk, you know, all of these boring characters. But then, we got Tempo, the funny robot dude. I don't know what he is, but it's cool, and I want to know what he is. So, that's that. But yeah, I wish they would add more characters to the game. That's what I want. Okay, so, I think Rift of the NecroDancer is an amazing game. And out of my top 3 games, which you'll have on screen right now, it has earned itself first place, tied with Crypt of the NecroDancer. First place is Crypt of the NecroDancer and Rift of the NecroDancer, then third place is Hollow Knight. During the hopes section of this video, I found myself struggling to find things to put into it. The only thing I really wanted is character returns, and in editing, I had like 2 other characters that I wanted to talk about, but I removed them because they were pointless, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I mean, the game is pretty perfect, and honestly, I think it's the type of thing where I can't come up with something to make it better. It's gonna be on the devs to make something cooler. But yeah, 10 out of 10 game, would recommend. And I guess we'll move on to the ending statements, even though this was literally the ending statement in my script. The unscripted ending statement, I guess. Okay, so now that we're in ending statement squared, this is a bit of the unscripted part, so if you actually were watching this video because of Rift of the NecroDancer and no other reason, I recommend you stop here. But for my channel, this is, again, the ending statement squared. I haven't uploaded in 3 months because, well, I obviously wasn't going to upload anything for Christmas because I just took a break. And then I took a longer break, and then I took a longer break, and then, around the time Rift of the NecroDancer came out, I was like, okay, that's when I'm going to start the video, but then I didn't. Well, I did start the video, and I worked on it for about a week, and then I stopped for another 3 weeks. Here I am, about 2 months after the game came out, actually making it. So, I think I'm going to get back onto a schedule of uploading videos for a very long time. Again, 3 months, I haven't done anything. This is my first video, and in that time, I went from 49 subscribers to 51 to 50 to 48. So, I think I will do a 50 subscriber thing pretty soon, because I'll actually reach it for, like, if I'm correct, like, third time now, which is pretty funny. But I think I'm going to still upload on Wednesdays. I'm probably not going to upload at midnight on Wednesdays anymore. I think I'll start uploading probably around lunchtime, and this video will be that too. And I also think that I'm going to try and upload a video at least every other week, though it might, sometimes I'll do 2 videos in the same week, 2 videos, video 1 week, and then the video the next, and then something like that. But I'm going to try and do every other week a video, because I took a very long break, and I want to get back into the rhythm of making videos. Also, not all the videos will be this formal style, I guess. I am going to do more like Let's Plays and stuff, but I actually really enjoyed making this video, so I'm going to continue working on this. And yeah, I guess I won't see you and you'll see me in 2 weeks-ish. Goodbye.
Let's do this again.